Okay, I'm going to walk you through how to make a kind of Lego snap, a snap design, snap fit design in Tinkercad so that you can create assembly designs that way. So right here, we have the thing you snap into, and here's the button. Okay, so I'm going to walk through how we make those, and then we'll attach it to something like a ring. Okay, so the first thing I did was I grabbed a cylinder, and I'm going to make it another color just so we have something different to look at. Okay, I'm going to change its diameter and circumference. We're going to change it to, yes, the diameter. We're going to make it 5 by 5. We're also going to change the height. Now I've got this long tube, but I want to make it like the button over here. So the height, I'm going to change it to 2 millimeters. Okay, so now we have a button. Whoops. Undo. We have a button that's 5 by 5, and then get down in this view, and 2 millimeters high. Okay, so that's the first step. So we've created a little button. The next step is to grab another cylinder, and again I'm going to make this a different color, make it green. So now we're going to make something that will be the hole for our snap to snap into. So it's going to need to be a little bit bigger. So we are going to pan this to the side so the color is not in the way. We're going to change the size to 5.25 millimeters. Okay. This again. 5.25. Okay, and we're going to change the height. We'll make the height 3. Okay, so now it's a little bit bigger than this dot. It needs to be a little bit bigger because the dot's going to snap into it. So now we have our hole, but we need it to be a hole in something. Okay, so I'm going to grab another cylinder, and this one I'm going to make a little bit bigger. This one is going to be 7.5 by 7.5. Okay, and again we're going to make it shorter. Pan it once more. So click on that top dot there and turn that to 3. Okay. So I have these two shapes here. I need to put this one inside. I can either use my arrow keys on my keyboard to kind of move it in place, or I can click on it and move it. And get a little closer. It's really helpful to go in bird's eye view when you're trying to align things. And it looks like right now, as I try to get in the middle, it's not really centering. It's making a little bit bigger jumps than I want in the movement. So what I'm going to do is I can go down in the bottom here where you see snap grid and make that much smaller incrementation. Right now it's 1 millimeter moves. We can do 0.25. So I'm switching it to 0.25. And now when I use my arrow key and I have my shape selected, it moves much more height increments. Okay. I'm also going to change the height on this a little bit. I'm going to take the cone and elevate my hollow dot. Okay. All right. So this is pretty much what I want. Move it forward just a tad. Look at it again, bird's eye view. Again, use your cube on the left to kind of see different angles, or you can use right click and scroll around to orbit. So this is really nice to have the orbit function. So the last step here is to make these actually a grouped shape. I want to make this little negative shape actually eat out of this outer shape. So I need to draw a selection box around them both and then go up into group. Okay, and so now you can see that's a grouped shape in which now the dot, little post, I'm just going to move it over. When it's 3D printed, it will actually fit in that. It'll snap really nice and tight. Okay. All right, so I'm going to move that back because that's not how we want to set it up for printing. I want to make sure that all my shapes are flat in the build table. If I go sideways, you can see that that one's floating, and that's not great. We don't want to have a lot of raft and supports. So we always want to prep our files by making sure that we take the cone and make sure it's 0, 0. That's flat on the build table. So these shapes are all set to go. Okay, well now I want to put these on a ring. So let me just stop this for a moment, and we're just going to make this the first video of just how do you make the little dot and how do you make the snap form. Okay, so this is step 1 and we're done with that.